Hello, today we're going to be looking at Tell Me a Bedtime Story by Herbie Hancock. It's from his album Fat Albert Rotunda. It's a great song, a great album. I highly recommend you listen to it and become familiar with the song before you try to learn this arrangement. This is my particular chord melody arrangement of the tune. I'm using the Real Book 5th edition, which is now 6th edition, Hal Leonard. Should all be the same. So if you want to know the chords exactly, I'll try to say them all, but you can follow along with the chords in that book for the most part and the melody in that lead sheet. So we start out with a G major 7th, and I'm incorporating a little bit of the bass line into this part, so it's going to be a G and a D, so a root and a 5th, and then we're going to play the F sharp and the B, which we're using our second finger to bar on the 4th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings, as well as playing the A with the pinky on the 1st string. So let me get a little closer so you can see what I'm doing here. So, and then I do a G sharp and an F sharp, just like in the melody. And then I'm going to come over here with the second finger, and at the same time switching the pinky over to the E on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So play that G and that E at the same time. And then come down with the 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. Roll it over to be flattened, barred down on that A, 2nd fret, 3rd string. Play the C sharp again, and then come down with the 3rd finger on the B of the 3rd string, 4th fret. And then you're going to also finger a F sharp 5 chord plus a 9th. So this is F sharp. Then we get C sharp with the 2nd finger on the 4th fret, 5th string, and then we get the pinky on the 6th fret of the 4th string. So it's an F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. So I'll play that again, a little slow. And I like to play that full chord. It's an F sharp 7 suspended chord. So, I'm sorry, F sharp minor 7 suspended chord. Actually, no minor. Never mind, just F sharp 7 suspended. F sharp, C sharp, E, B with the 4th finger, 4th fret, 3rd string, C sharp, barred, and then F sharp. Do a nice roll. And this brings you into the part where the high melody comes in. So we're going to come up to the 7th position, 1st finger on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. And then we're going to hammer on to the A with our pinky on the 10th fret. And then while that still rings, we're going to bring our 1st finger over to the 1st string, 7th fret, and play that B. So F sharp, A, B, A. Then with our 1st finger, we slide that up to the C sharp on the 9th fret of the 1st string. And then we're going to put down another G major 7th, and this time's an octave higher basically. And the notes are G with the 2nd finger, 10th fret, 5th string. And we're going to leave the 4th string open for that D. Then we're going to put our 3rd finger on the 11th fret of the 3rd string and our 4th finger on the 12th fret of the 2nd string. So this is what it'll sound like. One more time. we'll stop there and I'll show you what else I did. So we have this D open. So I'm playing the G, the F sharp, the B, then the D, F sharp, B, G, F sharp, B, D, F sharp, B. And then by that point, we get this other melody. We're going to use our first finger, which is still on the C sharp, hammer onto that E. Then we're going to come down to the 7th fret, and then hammer on from B to C, C natural, and then bring our, actually it's like a little trill, I guess. So hammer, pull off, and then come back to the A on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. So, and then leave all those fingers down. Leave that 4th finger and that 1st finger down, because we're going to do this is an F sharp minor 7 with an 11 in there, so like F sharp minor 11, I guess. In the score, they just call it an F sharp minor 7, but it's got a B in there, and it's part of the melody. So, bring the 1st finger, barred over on the 7th fret to make sure you get that 4th string, which is an A, to complete the 3rd of the chord. So, then similar thing, but instead of going back to that B, we're going down to an F sharp this time. This is going to give us a C major 7th, sharp 11. So the 2nd time only this happens. So we get an F sharp held down here, 7th fret of the 2nd string, and then we have a B with our 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the 4th string, an E, 4th finger, 9th fret, 3rd string, and C, 2nd finger, 8th fret, 6th string. Okay, so and then probably everybody's favorite part. Okay, we'll show you that. So take a breather. If you have to pause there, feel free to pause. I'm going to do as much as I can in the next couple minutes here, or next several minutes. So that might be a good stopping point for you. That's a lot of stuff to cover. I would go back and go through it again, pause it, write down the chord shapes would be a really good idea. But anyway, okay, we're pressing on now. So this puts us at the part where the rhythm kind of changes here. So now we're here. One more time. This is C major 7. We're going to go down to B flat major 7, same exact shape. So 2nd finger, 6th fret, 6th string, 3rd finger, 7th fret, 4th string, pinky on the 7th fret, 3rd string. So exact same shape. 2, 3, 1, 2. Staccato there. Then we're going to bar across all 6 basically, and we're doing 7th fret with our 1st finger, and we're going to play that B, and then we're also going to play the 8th fret of the 4th string with our 2nd finger. We're going to play the 8th fret of the 3rd string with our 3rd finger, and then our bar is going to also help us play the 7th fret of the 2nd string. This is giving us our B major 7th chord. So, okay, so that's the first part. So you notice that I keep the bar down the whole time. That's important. Keep the bar down the whole time. Okay, you're going to pick up 2 and 3. You're going to put 4, pinky, on the 10th fret of the 5th string, which is a G, and then the third finger is going to go on the 9th fret of the 4th string, which is a B. And then you're going to play the next 2 strings from where the 7th fret bar is, giving you a D and an F sharp. And for those of you who like music theory, that's a G major 7th, right? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now you're going to leave the 3rd finger down, take away the 4th finger, and add the 2nd finger. 2nd finger is going to go on the 8th fret of the 3rd string. This is an E9 chord, or E major 9, I should say. So, and 2. Okay, so what the heck did I do there? Well, after the E9, I left my 3rd finger down still, picked up the 2nd finger, brought it over to the 6th string on the 8th fret for a C, and then put down my pinky on the 9th fret 3rd string for an E, and then left the bar down again for that F sharp. So again, that C major 7 sharp 11 thing going on. So again, that whole passage is all bar. So 3, 4. That's where it goes after that. Let me show you another thing that happened in there though. Second time of that little progression. 1 and 2 and so we're gonna go. So keeping that bar down with the G major 7th chord. You get the pinky on the 10th fret, 5th string, 3rd finger on the 9th fret, 4th string, and then using the bar, play that D, but then bring the 2nd finger, see that, on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. So then go down to that E major 9. Basically what you're doing there is the same thing we did here, with that F sharp to hammer on A, then go to that B, leaving it ring, back to the A. But it looks different because I'm still keeping that bar down. Okay, so that puts us at the F sharp minor 7. With the C sharp and the melody. So what I do there, I do a little slide in from the chord right below it. So F minor 7th into F sharp minor 7, barring the 8th fret all the way from the 5th string to the 1st string, and then putting the 2nd finger on the 9th fret of the 2nd string, and then just slide that up so everything goes up a fret. 2, 3, 4. And this is a B 7th, B dominant 7th, sharp 5, or B7 augmented chord. And the way I'm doing it, because you'll see in a second, I'm using 1st and 2nd finger only. I'm really only, I'm kind of barring all 6, but putting emphasis on the lower 4 strings on the 7th fret. Looks like that, right? You got the 7th fret B, and then we want to play only that 7th fret 6th string, and then the 7th fret 4th string. So we're playing those 2, and then with our 2nd finger, it's barring down on the D sharp and the G on the 8th fret of the 3rd string and 2nd string. So it looks like this. Okay, then. Okay, so we have 2, 3. Here's our E major 9 again. So we did C sharp E, B, C natural, A, and then down to E major 9. So we're barring the 7th fret from the 5th string to the 1st string, and basically looks like an E major 7th chord. We get E, and then we got our B on the 9th fret of the 4th string, and then we got our D sharp on the 8th fret of the 3rd string, and then we got our barred F sharp and our B on the 7th fret of the 2nd and 1st string. So Then you have this really cool little chromatic thing. So those are just 7 sharp 9 chords. Get an E7 sharp 9, first finger, second finger, 7th fret, 5th string, first finger, 6th fret, 4th string, third finger, 7th fret, 3rd string, and then 4th finger, 8th fret, 2nd string. So 1, 2, 3. And I actually slide into it from the E flat 7 sharp 9 down to the E flat 7 sharp 9. So I go from E flat to E to E flat. Okay. And then we do another one of these. F sharp, A, B, A. So I'm letting those ring. That's the trick to get a really nice smooth legato sound. Okay, and it goes back to that thing again. So let me show you what I did here. So this is a D major 7th. It looks like an F sharp minor chord, which it pretty much is with a D in the bass. C sharp on the 9th fret of the 1st string. Then we got A on the 10th fret of the 2nd string with the 2nd finger. F sharp on the 11th fret of the 3rd string with the 3rd finger. And then we're going to slide into those. They're written as like grace notes kind of on the chart. I'm playing the D open, the 4th string. That one's kind of tough. So that's you're going to use a C sharp minor 7th, but I'm only using the 9th fret 6th string with the 2nd finger, then the 9th fret 3rd string with the 3rd finger, then the 9th fret 1st string with the 4th finger. So I'm stretched out. I'm using fingers thumb or P, I, A for plucking that one. So that's kind of a... You've already done this part. Just a little different at the end. Okay, so the next part is going to be a B7 sus4, B7 sus, going down to an A7 sus4. In the chart, it shows you to play a B flat 7 sus4. I don't really like the sound of it, so I'm not doing it. So that's just these 4 strings. You got the B barring across 7th fret, B, then with the 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the 5th string, then you get the A on the 4th string, 7th fret, which is barred. Then you get the pinky on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. And I just kind of mellow, just drop it a whole step to an A. So this one's a little bit different. You go B on the 1st finger, 7th fret, 1st string. Then 9th fret, which is C sharp. Then we're going to do a little pull off here. So C natural, pull off to B, A on the 2nd string, 10th fret. So, and then this next one is really cool. Go all the way up to the 11th fret, bar the last 5 strings. So G sharp minor 7, sus basically. So we're gonna use. I'm gonna play the melody note up on the 14th fret of the 2nd string, and then the bar takes care of that higher melody note on the 11th fret. Going down now to a G major 7th on 10th fret. We already know that chord, right? Okay, and then this is the part where it changes to 5/4. I really like this part. Just because of economy purposes, I'll show you how I do it first. Okay, so that's what it leads into. and we're almost done, so bear with me here. We've got a D flat minor 7th chord. So it's very easy. This is just barred across 9th fret. And then we've got an E flat minor 7, which is basically an E flat minor 11 because of this bass note going on here. The melody note. So that's 9th fret. And then you're going to keep the 9th fret barred, but you're going to add the 2nd finger to the 11th fret 6th string. You're going to add the 3rd finger to the 11th fret 4th string, 4th finger to the 11th fret 3rd string, and then keeping that barred, you're hitting that 9th fret, which is that A flat note. So, and then you're going to go to an E minor 7 chord. This is barring across the 7th fret from the 5th string down to the 1st string. And you're going to put your 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. And you're going to emphasize that high note, that B. So, 1 and 2 and 5. That's the last one. So after you do this E minor 7, and then you're going to play the F sharp minor 11 or minor 7 basically by, you can keep that bar down. Now we keep the bar down on the 7th fret from the 5th string back, and then you're going to put the 2nd finger on the 9th fret 5th string, 3rd finger on the 9th fret 3rd string, pinky on the 10th fret 2nd string, and of course the B is still barred, which is the 7th fret of the 1st string. And the rhythm is kind of funny. Play for you again. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and listen to that. I'll try to tap it with my foot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, that one's just a little different because you add that melody in, which brings you back to. Which you've already done, nothing new here. This is new here though. Okay, I'll show you that. Again, we're almost done. So we've got E minor 7. So same one we did before, but now we're going to use our 3rd finger on the C natural, and that we're going to use as like a little greystone into the C sharp with our pinky, all on the 1st string. And then we're going to do open A with this little shape that looks like a D7 from your cowboy chords. 2nd finger, 3rd string, 9th fret. Then 1st finger, 8th fret, 2nd string, barred across to the 8th fret of the 1st string. And then you're using that 8th fret C natural as a grace note into the C sharp. And then we're going to go all the way up to that E. So here's the whole thing. And then we land on the D major 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you guessed it. Back to all this. Now the song just keeps going like a lot more after this. But depending on how long you want to play it, you can keep going with it. I usually just end it here, kind of like the actual song ends. And I like to play this kind of really weird chord at the end. I'll show you what it is just before we go. It's a C on the 8th fret of the 6th string, then you got a B on the 9th fret of the 4th string, a C on the 3rd string, 5th fret, then an F sharp on the 7th fret of the 2nd string, and then an open high E. But you can end on the B major 7th also if you prefer that. little more resolved to end on a B major 7th, but I kind of prefer the sound of the C major 7th, so, or C major 7th sharp 11. So you can do whatever you want there. So that's the lesson. I didn't play the whole thing for you because of time purposes, but you can imagine when you put it together it sounds good, and it does. I've played it, so I would highly recommend you listen to the song and get comfortable with the song and its melody, the tempo, the changes, everything, the rhythm. I think that will serve you well, make it a lot easier for you to learn this arrangement. So if you have any questions, let me know, and enjoy. Have fun.